So, in our previous class, we were discussing about the properties of the periodic table, particularly how can we predict that how these properties change in a group. Okay, so you know that there are the groups. Okay, how many groups are there? They are the in the modern periodic table.
Sir, 18.
18 groups are there, and how many periods?
Seven.
7
Sir,
periods are there.
7.
So now in the previous class we are looking at how the properties of the elements will change with respect to the group, and we will see also how it change with respect to periods. So when we look how the properties change with respect to group, okay, so we look at the number of shells and valency electrons. Okay, so what will happen to the number of shells and valency electrons as we go down the group? Do you think the number of shells will change? Number of valency electrons will change?
So the number of valence electrons remains equal to the group number.
Yes, will remain the
The
same.
shells increase.
Correct.
Shells
Now,
increase.
yeah, the number of shells will increase. Okay, the number of shells will increase, but the valency electrons will remain the same.
Same.
Okay, then what about the valency? What when we go
Sir, up to
down the group, whether the valency is going to change?
group.
Within a group, whether the valency will change?
No, sir.
No. So the valency
Valence.
remains same within the group, going down the group.
No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. Certain group number up to group number 14, we will subtract 10 from the group number. Group number 1 valency, 1A valency is 1. Group number 2 valency is 2. Just like this till group number 14.
So within one group, so say
Yes.
suppose there is a group 1. In group 1, the valency will be the same of all the elements, right?
Yes, sir.
So, but when we are going across the group, that means nothing but it is a period. We are telling across the period. So, I'm not. We will look about the across the period. What happens? Okay, we will see.
Valency.
So, valency, that is we are going down the group. Whether the valency is changing within the group, it is not changing. There is no change. Okay, there is no change within the group. Yeah, but it is for every group. It is the same. Okay. Next, what about the properties? Properties of the elements. Reactivity. Properties means nothing but the
They
reactivity.
change uniformly down the group.
It is. This is the very important one. Properties. So how can you talk about the reactivity or property? It in turn depends upon what? It depends upon the how many electrons are available for the purpose of reaction. Okay, because you know in chemical reaction everything depends upon the valency electrons. Okay, now how easy or how difficult it is for that element to lose the electron or gain the electron will tell about the reactivity. Now within this one we have the two things. One is the alkali metals, and other is the halogens. Halogens are which group?
Group number 17.
Group number 17. Okay, they are the fluorine, chlorine, bromine and so on. So here the alkali metals, when you are going down the group, okay, so that is the from the lithium, sodium,
So
potassium,
reactivity increases.
cesium, whether the size of the atom, it will increase from lithium to cesium.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it will increase. No, down the group this element is very heavy, right? So down the group
Yes.
atomic number is increasing, its atomic size has to increase. So in this group 1, what it needs to gain stability, does it want to gain an electron or lose the electron? For example, sodium 11 281 electronic configuration, whether it want to lose the electron or gain electron to gain stability.
To lose.
It has to lose
Lose.
this electron. When it will lose this electron, then it will get the octet configuration, correct? So
Yes, sir.
what is happening here in this group 1 alkali metals, they need to lose the electron. The more easy it is for to lose the electron, the more reactive it will be, correct? From lithium
Yes.
to cesium, which fellow is able to lose the electron easily? The size of the lithium is small, whereas the size of the cesium is very large. Okay, and if you look at the number of shells, the number of shells are increasing, right? From the nucleus, the number of shells are increasing. So this valency electron is very far from the nucleus. Therefore, it can lose this electron very easily. Correct? Therefore, cesium is more reactive than rubidium, than potassium, than sodium, than lithium.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt? All of you okay with this one?
Yes, sir.
Now we will compare that with halogens. Now in halogens we have the fluorine, bromine, iodine. Okay. Now what is happening to the size of this atom when you are going from fluorine to iodine? Whether the size is increasing or decreasing?
Sir, size increases.
Size will increase, correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the iodine will have more number of shells than fluorine, correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So the same formula if you apply here, that from the nucleus there are more number of shells, outermost valency electron is very far, then it can lose the electron easily. But for halogens to gain stability, what is required? Whether it want to gain the electron or lose the electron? For example, fluorine 9. Okay, fluorine 9. So the what will be the electronic configuration? 2 and 7. 2 7 is the electronic configuration of fluorine. So to get octet configuration, it needs one electron, correct? It needs one electron. So it needs to take up one electron. So if it want to take up an electron, that means it has to be a smaller size. Na? If it is a small size, then it is having more pulling power. The nucleus will have the more pulling power for the incoming electron. But iodine, it is a large size and it is not able to properly take care of its valency electron itself. Correct? So the incoming electron, whether it will be able to pull so strongly, iodine will not be able to pull so strongly the incoming electron, right? The fluorine is a small size. It will be able to pull the incoming electron, what it requires for its stability to get the octet. Okay. So therefore, who is going to be more reactive?
Sir, fluorine.
Because fluorine is able to attract the required electron much with a much more efficiency. It will be the more reactive than chlorine, then bromine, then iodine.
Sir, so
Any doubt in this
reactivity
one? Anyone?
decreases here.
All of you okay? ओके तो देखिए यहां और यहां दोनों में कॉन्सेप्ट एक ही है. आप कितना रट्टा मारोगे बहुत मुश्किल है, लेकिन इफ यू अंडरस्टूड दिस बेसिक एटॉमिक स्ट्रक्चर का दिस वन, you are able to, even if you don't know the answer, you can easily derive that what is going to happen. Okay, so just you have to look at that how much far it is from the nucleus and what is required for stability, whether it needs to gain the electron or lose the electron. चलिए तो ये हो गया रिएक्टिविटी. नेक्स्ट एटॉमिक साइज. एटॉमिक साइज ये तो हम ऑलरेडी इसी के अंदर देख चुके. ओके, व्हाट इज गोइंग टू हैपन टू एटॉमिक साइज डाउन द ग्रुप? When we are going down the group, the atomic size is going to increase. Next, metallic character. Metallic character. So metallic character, what do you mean by this metallic character? What is metal? Anyone want to guess? Which kind of element we can say is a metal? If it is showing so and so property, we can say it is metal. So basically, for any element to be called as a metal, there are the different criteria. Okay, there is the chemical criteria.
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir,
sir, it will be because of the ductility and malleability.
Yes. So these are the physical characteristics. Okay. There are the physical characteristics. There are some chemical characteristics. Electrical conductivity can be some of the character. So in this way, there is
sir,
multiple
the number of valence electrons.
number of valence electrons will not be sufficient, but we can predict. We can
Yes,
predict.
sir.
हाँ, क्योंकि
Sir, because previous chapter we had studied that elements which have valence electrons 1 or 2 or 3 are metals.
because that is what we are seeing in the periodic table, correct? But what exactly we are looking, the way how in science we define metal is by multiple methods. Okay, so when we are talking about metallic character, particularly chemistry point of view, then what we will be looking at is how much available electrons are there. Okay, इलेक्ट्रॉन देने की क्षमता. ओके, मेरे पास इलेक्ट्रॉन ज्यादा है, मैं इलेक्ट्रॉन देना चाहता हूं, तब आप मेटल. ओके, तो जैसे कि इलेक्ट्रिकल कंडक्टिविटी अगर होना है किसी भी मटेरियल में, देन it should have sufficient electrons for the flow of electrons, right? If there is a metal and a metal has that extra electron, then what is happening? You are creating a potential difference and the electron can flow. Okay, now here what is happening? Metallic character down the group. Okay, so for example, here in your textbook is given with respect to nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony and bismuth. So let us look at the periodic table. So nitrogen, phosphorus, arsenic, antimony, bismuth. Okay, so what is happening? You know that nitrogen is a non-metal, phosphorus is a non-metal. Why it is a non-metal? Chemically. So chemically we can say anything, we can define as a metal or non-metal based upon what kind of oxide it will form. Okay, if it is going to be, for example, acidic oxide. Okay, acidic oxide. एसिडिक ऑक्साइड मतलब क्या होता है? एसिडिक ऑक्साइड मतलब अगर आप बेस के साथ रिएक्ट करेंगे तो इट विल फॉर्म सॉल्ट प्लस वाटर. ठीक है, अगर ये बेसिक ऑक्साइड निकला, बेस के साथ रिएक्ट करोगे तो रिएक्शन नहीं होगा. ठीक, तो नाइट्रोजन, फॉर एग्जांपल नाइट्रिक ऑक्साइड NO2 will react with some base. Okay, then you will get some salt and water, that kind of. So then it is, we can say that it is the acidic oxide. So nitrogen, phosphorus, both of them are forming the acidic oxides. Antimony, arsenic is able to form both types. Okay, so amphoteric. What is amphoteric? Amphoteric nature. Amphoteric means it is both acidic and basic, or it is neither acidic or basic.
Sir, it is both acidic and basic.
Both acidic. How can anything be both acidic and basic? Means it will form simultaneously both acidic oxide and basic oxide. देखिए, कहने का मतलब यही है कि इसका जो भी ऑक्साइड बनेगा, फॉर एग्जाम्पल दिस AS2O3, it will react with both base as well as acid and it will give salt plus water, salt plus water. Okay, दोनों ही रिएक्शन ये दिखाएगा. क्योंकि दोनों ही रिएक्शन दिखा रहा है, then it is the, we will say, amphoteric oxide. Both acidic and basic nature is there. because it is reacting with both acid and base to form salt and water. So this is there with arsenic. So arsenic and antimony, देखिए जैसे हम लोग नीचे जा रहे हैं, what is happening, whether it is becoming electron rich, do you think it is getting electron rich? What is happening to the size of the atom? The size of the atom is increasing, right?
Yes, sir, increasing.
जब साइज इंक्रीज हो रहा है, सेम कॉन्सेप्ट अप्लाई कीजिए कि नंबर ऑफ शेल्स बढ़ते जा रहा है, जो सबसे वैलेंसी इलेक्ट्रॉन है बहुत दूर है न्यूक्लियस से, इट कैन इजीली गिव द इलेक्ट्रॉन, और क्योंकि वो इलेक्ट्रॉन दे सकता है, देन इट बिकम्स व्हाट काइंड ऑफ थिंग, इट बिकम्स ए मेटल काइंड ऑफ थिंग, ठीक है। इफ इट इज एबल टू इजीली गिव, देखिए यहां ग्रुप वन में लिथियम, सोडियम, पोटेशियम, रुबिडियम, सीजियम, फ्रांसियम, यहाँ बेरिलियम, मैग्नीशियम, कैल्शियम, स्ट्रॉन्शियम, बेरियम, रेडियम, all of these fellows are able to very easily give the electrons, and they need to give the electrons for gaining the stability, correct? इसीलिए ये सब मेटल्स है। यहाँ पे क्या हो रहा है, नाइट्रोजन से बिस्मथ तक हम लोग जब आ रहे हैं, बिस्मथ का साइज इतना बड़ा होने के बाद क्या हो गया, इट इज एबल टू इजीली गिव द इलेक्ट्रॉन, देयरफॉर इट बिहेव्स मोर लाइक ए मेटल। इट इज ओके, क्लियर? एनी डाउट इज देयर इन दिस वन? Okay, so metallic character will increase from the top to bottom. Okay, so we are looking here, everything group we are talking about here from top to bottom. Okay, now we will compare that with the 921, right? We have time till 9:30. Okay, so in period what happens, the same thing we will compare, number of shells and valency period. Okay, in this one we are telling across the period. Okay, so what do you think, whether the number of shells will increase? Or it will remain same? In our earlier class we have seen that period number is
Sir,
nothing but
decrease.
decrease. Okay, period number is equal to number of shells. Is this true or false?
So true.
करेक्ट। तो एक पीरियड में क्या नंबर ऑफ शेल्स चेंज होगा? नहीं होगा। सो डज नॉट चेंज। वाई डज नॉट चेंज? बिकॉज जब हम लोग यहाँ लेफ्ट टू राइट की तरफ जा रहे हैं तो अल्टीमेटली क्या हो रहा है, एटॉमिक नंबर बढ़ रहा है ना। जो एटॉमिक नंबर जब बढ़ रहा है, किस मकसद से बढ़ रहा है? बढ़ रहा है ताकि अल्टीमेटली नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन के तक आ जाए। जब नोबल गैस कॉन्फ़िगरेशन आ जाएगा उसके बाद हम फिर नया लाइन शुरू करेंगे, नया पीरियड शुरू करेंगे, ठीक है। तो जब तक वो नोबल गैस आ रहा है तब तक तो हम लोग उसी शेल में, वी आर नॉट चेंजिंग द शेल, ओके, इन द पीरियड। सो दिस पीरियड इज नॉट चेंजिंग। नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन्स इन द वैलेंसी शेल, whether it will change?
Increases.
It increases.
Electrons.
Okay, why it is increasing? Because atomic number is increasing.
Yes, sir.
When atomic number is increasing, we are the groups are changing, right? Each group is having the increasing valency, this electron, valence electron, so it is increasing. Okay, these are very easy things. Just you have to look at the periodic table also. Okay, now for example, the valency, little bit tricky. Most of the students get confused with valency. Okay, so what is this valency? All of you have also told in the previous class, valency is nothing but the combining capacity. Okay, so when you talk about the combining capacity of what? Of an element. Okay, so with something, okay, an element say E has to combine with something say X. Okay, now here for example, when we are talking about hydrogen, it is reacting with hydrogen to form some kind of hydride, so that is very easy to tell the valency. Okay, so when we have seen previously this what you say, कहाँ गया ये आपका हाँ Mendeleev's periodic table. So you see oxide and hydride, right? So Mendeleev, when he has proposed the periodic table, in that one he gave both what are going to be the chemical formula of the oxide and hydride for that particular group, correct? So because he is able to predict, okay, hydride, from this hydride can you tell what is the valency of this particular group? For example, ग्रुप 4 का RH4 करके हाइड्राइड है. लेट मी चेंज द कलर. ओके, सो RH4, ओके, ग्रुप 4 कार्बन का वैलेंसी क्या होगा? इसके बेसिस पे आप क्या बोलेंगे? 4.
4.
Because the combining capacity of carbon with hydrogen is 4. So valency is 4. Now the question changes. What is the valency of carbon? आपको ये पता है RO2, ठीक है, RO2 है इसका ऑक्साइड CO2, ओके, कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड. तो कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड में कार्बन का वैलेंसी क्या होगा? क्या वो चेंज होगा? सेम होगा? how can you tell? For example, CO2, how you will calculate CO2? I want to know the valency of oxygen. So what I will do, कार्बन नहीं पता, X plus ऑक्सीजन का क्या है? There are the 2 atoms of oxygen, and what is the oxidation number? -2, okay, is equal to what is the net charge on this compound? 0. ठीक है, तो इसमें से x हम लोग निकाल लेते हैं. तो 2 into 2 -4 इधर जाएगा, +4 हो जाएगा. So it is coming as 4. Okay, now when we are looking at the valency of any element in a compound, okay, that is with respect to how it is reacting with that given other element, okay, in that compound. तो वैलेंसी विथ हाइड्रोजन जिंदगी बहुत आसान हो जाती है क्योंकि हाइड्रोजन का 1 आता है ऑक्सीडेशन में, ठीक है. तो नाउ व्हाट इज हैपनिंग टू द वैलेंसी विथ रिस्पेक्ट टू हाइड्रोजन इन ए पीरियड?
Increases from 1 to 4 and back to 1 trend.
Because you know very well that in this case what is happening, we will be doing this up to 4 and after that 8 minus 4, ठीक. So from 1 to 4 and then back to 1. When it comes to oxygen, what is happening? It is going from 1 to 7. That is in the case of if you are taking say sodium to chlorine. Let us just work it out a little bit. Okay, see, chlorine valency 7. My God, how is valency 7 coming? Okay, so let us see. Cl2O7. Okay, this is the. Now what is oxygen? Oxygen is a oxidizing nature, right? It is going to oxidize. So second most electronegative atom is the oxygen. तो जो उसका मैक्सिमम पॉसिबल ऑक्सीडेशन कर सके वो ऑक्सीजन कर देगा, ठीक. तो ऑक्सीजन क्या कर रहा है? क्लोरीन को जितना मैक्सिमम वो ऑक्सीडाइज हो सकता है उतना उसको वो ऑक्सीडाइज कर देगा. वो कंपाउंड होगा Cl2O7. तब इसमें आप देखेंगे कि इसका जो है क्लोरीन का क्या वैलेंसी है. से देयर आर 2 atoms of chlorine. We don't know the valency. X plus 7 into what is the oxidation number of oxygen is equal to 0. Okay, so 2x is equal to -14. Sorry, here minus उधर चला गया ना, 4 plus 14. So x is equal to 14 by 2 is equal to 7. Okay, so we are coming at the valency of 7. Same way you can also derive the valency of the other compounds given in your textbook. So how the valency is changing with respect to oxygen? ओके तो यहाँ पे ज्यादातर स्टूडेंट को कंफ्यूजन रहता है कि why this valency is different here, valency is different here for the same element. Okay, so valency is not oxidation number, valency is a potential. Okay, इसमें क्षमता क्या है, हाँ? और ऑक्सीडेशन स्टेट या ऑक्सीडेशन नंबर है कि एक्चुअली क्या हुआ, ठीक है, यहां पे एक्चुअली क्या हुआ और इसका पोटेंशियल क्या था. ओके सो वी विल नॉट गो टू मच इनटू दैट वन. नेक्स्ट, साइज ऑफ द एटम. Size of atom in a period, size of the atom, what will happen?
It decreases.
It decreases. Okay, because you know lithium से लेके फ्लोरीन की तरफ हम लोग जा रहे हैं. Okay, so let us go in the periodic table. From lithium we are going to fluorine. Okay, why do you think it will decrease? Lithium, okay, we are looking here group 2, lithium से फ्लोरीन की तरफ हम लोग जा रहे हैं. You are telling that the size is decreasing. Why size is decreasing?
Because of nuclear pull increases.
Yes, so because atomic number is increasing, number of protons is increasing, correct? But
Yes,
number of
yes.
electrons are also increasing. But whatever the number of electrons are increasing, those electrons, where they are going into a new shell or they are going in the same shell?
Same shell.
Same shell, correct? Because this is period number 2, there are two shells and all the electrons has to adjust in these two shells. Okay, so what is happening when we are going from lithium to fluorine? That number of protons increasing, number of electrons also increasing, but the electrons are not going to new shell. Therefore what is going to happen is